And welcome back to another episode of All of Fabric 6. We're just taking a look outside at the lovely day before we head back down into the basement. Alright, so the last couple of episodes we've been mucking around down here, getting into different bits and pieces with Industrial Revolution. So we're up to Mark II machines. We haven't dove into these augments. Actually, I think I can take all of this stuff off the list. I'm pretty sure we can now make Mark II circuits. Yep, they're pretty easy, and we could even ask for 1,000 of these, and we're short of stuff. But it's not like it doesn't know any of the recipes. We just don't have that many things, so we can't make 1,000 Mark II circuits, unfortunately. But we're kind of heading towards Mark IV circuits and the ore mining drill. So in All of Fabric 5, I went through all of mod industrialization and got to the point where you get the electric quarry that gets ores for you. Essentially, well, this is not quite power into ores. This was, you had to make drills to make ores. We'll probably end up doing this, but I'm not even entirely sure that Industrial Revolution was in the previous All of Fabric, but I have never touched the mining rig from this mod, so interested to see what it's like. Now, if we're going to continue progressing along here, it looks like we want pulverizer, diamond dust. We need to enrich it, assumedly with the solid infuser, and then however you make that. Oh, it's just more infusing, and yeah, there's a bit of stuff we need to get into. So, what are these? So speed enhancers. Increases processing speed and power consumption. That seems kind of cool. Increases energy capacity. Right, I've kind of looked at cooler cells before. Compressing curved tin plates, which we can compress in the compressor. So, cool. It might be worthwhile. Because the compressor is very slow. Let's do it. So if we wanted speed enhancers, I would need patterns. That's the thing. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to want to get a pulverizer. That looks reasonably straightforward. I don't know if there's a nice way to get flint. No, I mean, we can craft it from gravel, which is an option for now. And then we're going to want to pulverize diamond dust, which is, I've gotten some of that before anyway. Let's grab these patterns, chuck them in here. We want that, which means we need to know that and that. This is, yes, we're going to need to know how to make a coolant bucket, which that looks like you kind of have to manually do it. Which means we have to know how to make coolant. That's it's less than ideal, but we'll want a fluid infuser. And I assume there was probably a quest for that as well, and then that would get us water and lapis makes that. Okay. Maybe we just have a fluid infuser that just makes those things. I think I kind of started getting towards that. And then, so that would get us that, and that's kind of it. Oh, and this whole thing. And then curved tin plates. And I suspect we already know tin plates. Yeah. So that actually shouldn't be too bad. Well, let's get a fluid infuser if we can, because I just know some of these machines are really, really slow. We can request those things. Is that not already crafting a machine thingy? I think it was. So we just have to wait for that. This is why we're making the upgrades, because you're slow. Even though this is Mark II, it is kind of slow. Right. Machine block, fluid infuser, and it was a quest. And we'll definitely take these loot bags, because they tend to have useful stuff. Nickelite ingots, not the best. Not the worst. Not bad. Not bad. You're going to have to live... I mean, yeah. Again, this is all temporary. We might want channels for this. So, what are we doing here? You're 8, you're 8. We're actually kind of... I think we can get one more lot of 8. You're going to live here. Which means I'm going to want to run power. Which, it's slowly getting all the power connected. Okay, that'll do. Leave that processing. So that should get us a granny sink, which is going to be our supply of water. You kind of always want water, right? So if we had our screwdriver, we could tell you to input. Fluid input. Nice, and now you'll always have water. Cool, cool. That works. That works for me. Let's just. We don't need more of that right now. And we can have a bucket of water on us if we ever need to. Nice, and then we're going to want some coolant. This is going to be a little bit tricky to automate if we want to. Because if we grab some lapis, we actually don't have a lot. Oh my gosh, that's slow. That's going to result in just fluid by itself. Which I guess maybe that's the way. Because then how do you put stuff in a bucket? Without having to right click it, obviously. So we could do that. We could do a create spout thing. It's probably actually not too bad. And then we could... No, you can't go there. Well, you could, but not really. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Because we want to pipe fluid into there. Now, there are fluid pipes in this mod, right? A fluid pipe. I mean, I guess we would want... I guess we make one of those servos. And we've got quests for it, so we want an output servo and a retriever servo. Sure. I mean, yeah, this will probably actually help us automate this quite easily. We want a fluid pipe. A fluid hopper. Okay. I didn't even know I had one of them. We can ask for 2 iron plates. That's actually going to be a little bit slow. We'll just get a few of them ready to go in the background. And I figure we can pipe the fluid into this. Actually, this is going to want to be up another one. Because I don't think that needs rotational force at all. And then all we have to do is put buckets in here. Which we can probably do with the system, which means we're going to want... Oh, let's quickly get some fluid pipes. Nice, these look kind of cool. And then we want, so pulls from connected inventories, pushes into connected inventories. Pushes into connected? Connected by the pipe, I assume. And then you would have to be set to output, fluid output. Now you have coolant in there, which we can't see, which might just be a shaders thing. Nice, we're partway there, and then actually all we need to do is get a bucket. As long as we can place buckets here. Oh, it's going to do all of them? I mean, that's okay. I kind of want to actually automate it, though. because I figured that'll be handy. All right. Yeah, let's get some cable anchors. Now, I guess we could dye. You can dye flux cables, right? I never have. I've never bothered dyeing them. But that, I think, stops them connecting, right? No. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, I don't care then. I like the way they look by default. I have to do that. Gross. We're never going to use those. So we're going to want those cable anchors then. And yeah. Now to keep this nice looking might be difficult. Whoops. Give me those. I think we might, I mean, that's just going to waste a bit of coolant. That's okay. If this was here, it's going to waste some more coolant. If this was here and the deployer was here, then we could have, oh dear, have the sink here. We would change you to fluid input. Should be cool. And the reason I want to do that is because I would like the pattern provider to be here, because you need to go on a inventory. Like, let's say a barrel. Let's say a barrel. Yeah, and this will be fine. And then we can just pipe stuff. So we'll create the recipe for making coolant. For making a coolant bucket. Which we're just going to have to custom make that recipe because it's not like an actual thing. We will say the result is going to be a coolant bucket. But if you supply that, and it's one lapis becomes one bucket. That's reasonable, actually. Can I drag? Yeah, so one lapis and one bucket will become a coolant bucket. And then if we got some pipes. Oh, I just realized this is going to get kind of gross. Because we need to pipe out of this thing. I mean, if I moved that light, it would probably be better. But okay. So you are going to take... Let's take lapis out of there. You were going to output lapis. You were going to input lapis into there. So if there was lapis... Right, it just takes a while. Then we would have lapis in there. And then you would also take a bucket. But the bucket wants to go here. Oh, I should have done this cabling behind. Then we've got a power cable there. Okay. Okay, and then I guess we'll use a different one for the return. Which, I'm sure there's a tidy way to do that. So then you will also extract buckets. You will insert buckets, but you will extract filled buckets, and you will insert filled buckets. Now, can we clear this inventory? Like if we break that, you lose all of your configuration. We're going to say you import fluid from here. You output items at the top. You output fluids at the top. Is that done? Oh, wireless out of range. It's nighttime. And then I think we're at the point where we could request a coolant bucket. You need to know how to make buckets. I mean, let's just put these in here. No, you're gonna. We want to know how to do that. Like that is certainly a thing we want. That is certainly a thing we want. But we could say, give me a coolant bucket. You would get lapis in there. Where's the bucket? Where is the bucket? Did I do something weird? No. Oh, the bucket's in there. It doesn't import like that. Okay. Wait, doesn't it? No, this should have worked. But it didn't actually import the bucket. Why? Why not? Oh yeah, there we go. I am confused as to why that didn't work the first time. That should have been fine. But okay, that looks fine. It's just this thing here sucks. This thing here is very, very slow. So let's get ourselves a machine upgrade because we can't be having that. Now that gets us a couple more of these rewards, which is nice. And then I guess we can get an empty enhancer. That's going to be slow. That's going to be slow because this is slow. We'll come back when this is done. Yeah, this thing seemed like it worked eventually. Eventually we got the stuff back. So that's kind of automated. I'm just crafting up some other bits and pieces we need, but there are some upgrades. What did I craft to? Right, so now you'll be faster. I don't know if the temperature's a problem there. It might be. We can just biff that one away, and then we're waiting on empty enhancer because I overloaded this machine with too many things. Now, I'm still haven't quite figured out. Seems like heat is good, and it heats up slower when you don't do that. I'm not entirely sure. But that's gotten us the empty enhancer, which gets us that quest, and then we want to craft ourselves speed enhancer. Missing 3 coolant because my coolant cell recipe is weird. With 1 bucket of coolant. You don't... Why? Try to use fluids instead of items. Oh, we could have just imported the fluids and then not had to have done all of that. If I'd made a fluid storage cell. That's okay. This will work. It's cool. It's cool. I'll end up replacing that in the future. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. But now you'll work fine. And it should actually be okay. So I don't think you have to actually craft coolant things. It's not like the coolant's going to be any faster than the bucket one. I don't think the bottleneck is the bucket itself. Oh, it's this thing. You're the first thing that is getting a speed upgrade. And I need to sort the power because... Yep. Right. 1 speed enhancer. Machine. Go burr. Limited by 1 slot. Limited by 1 per slot by the machine. Okay, so some machines can have more, or who knows? Oh, we'd have to make one of each of these. Not right now. Not right now. And so then we could get some more speed upgrades, like 1 for that, 2, 3, I think 7? would get us one for everything we have. We push this button. Oh, you're not even... That is way faster. And it's not even tick accelerated. That's better. That's way better. All of these are doing nothing, but cool. Speed upgrades. On the way. On the way. Nice. Yeah, aside from doing a silly craft we didn't need to do, that's gone pretty well. And then we just wanted a pulverizer. Which I think will be relatively straightforward, except we need copper plates. It's going to take a while because we're going to be waiting on this. Okay. You know what? I'm just looking at the power up here. And the power seems to transfer like every like a second or a couple of seconds. But these are not empty. Which is confusing. Because like if we removed this, I don't think these have been extracting the entire time. I think these maybe only extract out the bottom. No? Do these not transfer out of these cables or something? I don't think... I don't think these have been doing anything the entire time. Like if we were to get a power cable, which something tells me we're not going to be able to craft that because I'm going to be waiting on plates. We can. Nice. If this was here, I can't see anything anymore. I don't know if, like, why is this full? Can you transfer... Like, I would have thought this should be empty, right, when it's not doing anything. Like, what's something that's using power? This thing. Boom, now he's empty. I don't think these have been transferring power. I don't think these have been transferring power at all. That's a pain. That's a pain. Now, we do have lazuli flux container. So that's what LF stands for, lazuli flux. Oh, yeah, I guess we got like redstone flux and now lazuli flux. Okay, yeah, no, I get it, I get it. If we were to craft one of these, we don't know how to make batteries. Oh, we're always waiting on plates. This machine's actually way faster and we have more upgrades. So now you'd be like, yeah, you'd be fast now. You'd be fast. Don't put that in there. Now you'll be fast, and then we can make you be fast. Which will be neat. Which will be neat. We're going to struggle on power, but I'm hoping that we can kind of... And actually, we need to know how to make batteries. That is the thing that needs to happen. Did I not teach batteries already? I guess I didn't. That was not even the thing. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. I'm hoping we can kind of use this as like a transfer between power, and lazuli flux power. You don't accept, although, hang on. Do we have to configure input? You can accept that. Okay, nice. There we go. And then you're keeping up fine. Okay, so power and industrial revolution don't play too nicely together. That's cool. Still doesn't look like these are draining, but I guess we're just not using enough power to drain it. And then we're kind of just using the power solar panels for our AE system. Which is... Oh, no, we're not. But I just don't want it to connect all over the show like it is. So it looks kind of gross. That was not what I intended to do. Okay, cables swapped over and just made sure that everything still works in the applied logistics stuff. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right, we've done it. We've done it. And we got another basic storage unit. That's actually be better for our dusts since they get stuck. Anyhow, cool. So Industrial Revolution. Did I ever get that pulverizer? We need some stuff. I think I might have just used the materials for other things. And a pulverizer. Nice. Yeah, we're going to want to tap into this whole line of stuff. You're going to go here because we want to know how to make diamond dust, which we can make with modern industrialization. Oh, thank you. We can make it with modern industrialization, but let's keep going with this. Oh, I didn't run the power cables. Whoops. I missed a cable. And we already have diamond dust. Let's make sure we can craft one. I mean, this is slow. We're going to want upgrades and stuff. Industrial. Oh, I'll take that. We're going to want the upgrade and I guess 3 speed enhancers. Nice. That'll be the ticket. I don't mind this automation. I think it's okay. Like, that's reasonably fast now. Actually, I want to see this work. How fast is this? Assuming it has to make another one. That's pretty good. I don't mind it. I know it's not the best. I know we don't need to be putting it in the bucket, but it's kind of cool. And then let's just get diamond dust out here to complete the quest. There we go. Nice. Ooh, a rare loot bag. We got diamond dust. Thank you. And then we want to enrich some nickelite dust, which this was a infusing one. That, at this point, is just going to be a, not that recipe, this recipe. Into here. I actually think we already have... kind of. We'll do that. You'll craft that. It gets us that. Nice. You needed 4. Okay. That is reasonably fast. Why is this one slow? Oh, just all the plates. I guess there's a lot of plates that go into that. Oh, there's the 3 of them. Nice. It's just... You only take 2. It's okay. So that has completed that one. We already have enriched nickelite. That's just an infusing one. Did we ever actually make nickelite? Is that a recipe we actually know? Is that in here? Yeah, cool. So in that case, let's just do the same thing here. Confirm that we can craft at least one of these. So you make that. You make that. Lovely. There is that one. Now we already have Mark III circuits. But I want to be able to auto-craft these. I don't want to have to manually make these each time. So we don't know electrum plates. We can compress electrum. But how do we alloy that? With... Because it's a Tech Reborn alloy smelter. No, Industrial Revolution. Do you not have a way of creating electrum dust? All right, having a think about it, I think we're going to make Electrum using a alloy smelter. So I'm just kind of going through, teaching the different recipes for that. Now, we could use modern industrialization, and it probably would be easier. We'd just have to crush like gold and silver down into the dusts, and then we can combine them in a mixer. But I think this will be okay. I think it'll be okay. Now, we are going to be missing... Oh, patterns. We are going to be missing rubber, so I'll have to go find some of those rubber trees. But it's not actually too bad. Oh, that was pleasantly fast. So that, and then we need one of them, and then we need one of them. That should be cold. So that should be the electric furnace. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on getting into any Tech Reborn stuff today, but I mean, I feel like it fits the factory that doesn't exist yet. Ooh, and look at all this. It fits the factory a little bit better. Oh, it's actually easy. Than modern industrialization with its steam-powered stuff. There is a lot here. Refined iron plates and iron gears. So I've taught a bunch of this stuff already. We're actually at the limit of that, which is probably going to be an issue. And this will hopefully be enough rubber. Oh wait, these don't even have durability. Well, I did not need to make two of them. Well, that took a second. I wondered where the stuff was going. Weird. I'm not sure if that was lag or what. There we go. And hey, an alloy smelter. Now, we've got channels here. I don't know for sure that we have enough of those cables. It should be reasonably straightforward. What are these called? Cable Mark 1? Nice. At some point it made a lot of gold plates. Hopefully it does. Perfect. And then we can grab another interface. Now you have configuration as well. Auto input, auto output. You input there. Cool. You input there. Cool. And you will also output there. Now, did that save? That looks good. You don't need to output there. You just input. Cool. Once we connect that, we should be able to check in the bronze ingot recipe, which I didn't especially need right now. That was for so I can craft more of that Tech Reborn stuff. But we want this recipe. That should be bronze. And then have I already put the plates in? I have not. Then we just need the plates over here. We're going to need another compressor by the look of it. You should be able to make the Mark III circuit. Well, we've already got two, but I want to make sure that you can craft one. And yeah, we know how to make all of those things. Perfect. You go in there, we say, give me one of these. You're missing 4 Industrial Revolution Electrum. So that's not this recipe. That's going to be this recipe. Is using the wrong sort of Electrum. That should be better. Now we say yes. Oh, I hear it. It's not fast. It's noisy. It's not exporting. Now it's exporting. That's why we test things. Cool. And then we can sort that out later. And then, hey, nice. Mark III circuits, which are going to be used for a solar generator. And we can use this for this sort of mining drill, which we could make one of these. I mean, I guess we should. Improved fissure, better power storage. I mean, we could get that. What are you making? More electrum. Oh, for the circuits. Yes, yes. We could have put that in there, and that would have reduced the need for that. And then we can flog. Once these crafts are finished, we can flog this and upgrade it to Mark III. Cool, I believe that's finished that. A Mark III energy container, not so mediocre energy storage. You're not importing because we need to write. But alright, we'll come back next time. Carry on with some more, mostly Industrial Revolution, and we're going to be getting into Tier 4. Tier 4? What's the... Tier 3, Mark III machines. And that'll be pretty cool. And then, yeah, one day we're moving this stuff out of here and into a Industrial Revolution factory. Will that be next episode? Maybe. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.